Hey everybody, welcome to turn 24 of the playthrough between me and Ara, and this time we actually have Ara, and I've tested that the audio works. I'm going to be talking to myself like a retard the whole time. So, say hello, Ara.
Hello. So you're going to work for sure now.
Oh. Yes, I tested it.
All right.
You're good to go. I just had to make sure that audio muxed. It went up to 45 though, but it did. Let's see, what did we do? Maybe we end for those poor devils that have cost me $120,000 or 120,000 casualties. Let's see, any other attacks? What's the weather? Weather is, and the middle of Italy is cold, and we're still heavy rain. We'll be getting cold and then snow in the south soon. Okay, that's what we did for the last turn. Oh, I'm gonna turn 7,000. And the 7,000?
No.
That can't be. You would have lost way more than that.
1,000 rifle squads last turn.
And I was. Holy Jesus. Whew, that's brutal. Last turn, I got one of your divisions. The one off the division that must have surrendered. On my screen, it showed that it retreated out of that port, the 2nd Regiment of the 159th, but on the return, it shows me that I captured them. So that's why I have ground. Did I actually capture them? It says I captured.
In Sicily? Which unit are you
the 2nd Regiment of the one. Last turn, I captured them. It says they when I did the battle in Southwest, I wasn't trying to let them auto delete it or something. It was good.
Why are you picking on my manpower?
Like, jeepers creepers. A lot of the manpower in the north got repaired that I attacked. Because if you bomb manpower, it causes the allies to bomb with incendiary rounds, which cause any other factories to catch on fire potentially. So manpower seems like a good target. Although I started shift O'ing everything, and all your cities are 9-9, so that's a lot of fun. Let's focus on manpower. Manpower and rail yards is what I'm aiming for now. Because that's what the allies did in real life, so I'm figuring if it's not broke, don't fix it. Can these guys make it to Dusseldorf? That'd be cool if they could. Oh, they can make it to Dusseldorf? Oh, hell yeah. Well, that's going to be fun. That might help my cause a little bit. I'm going to run some airship priority over Dusseldorf. That would be nice. Except for Wednesday, because Sunday they like to relax. Wednesday's their day they relax. Bomber command, done. Coastal command. I don't even know what you're doing. Oh, you're bombing. You're bombing. Boats. 2nd tactical. You have nothing really. You should just stand on the train.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Where do you see experience for? Oh, 83. Is 83 good experience for pilots?
Yeah, it's on the group. It's the average.
Is it the experience that have? Is the that's the average of the pilot's experience. Okay.
It's wunderbar.
Oh god, this guy has 96 experience. Wow. I'm gonna rest them for a little bit. Let's see. Oh, 2nd tactical. You guys can rest. Rest. Mission settings. Is it mission settings? Yeah, it's mission settings. Training. You don't need training, you can just rest. You guys are plenty well trained. Oh, I can just do it right from the commander's report, actually. Air groups. Second tactical. RAF Air Force. I wish you could rename the Air Forces. That would make me happy. I'd like to be able to just send them over chill. West. Air Force. Let's go. Manpower U-boats. Looks like I'm doing pretty good with the U-boats I've got. I'm actually under 200 now, finally. Because for once, my turn VP is actually not negative. I actually got 30 VP points this turn. So we're back down under 200. So we're minus 193. So small favors, I guess. I showed is because I got 30 garrison points last turn. And I only got minus 3 U-boat points for everything I blew up last turn. So I guess that's something. Jeepers. Bomb mode, manpower, U-boats. Bomb mode. U-boats, those U-boats are almost toasted too. Let's bomb. Tanks are almost destroyed, but that's fine. What else is a good target? Manpower, let's bomb manpower. Let's get on there. Looks like resources. 9th US, you're just sitting with your thumbs up your butt. I guess the 9th US gets stuff later. Why do you guys have no... Why are you low on fuel? There shouldn't be anything...
What was the question?
Why are you low on fuel, dude? How do you
A
figure
base
out why a
is,
base is
check
low on
this.
fuel, do you know?
What's the supply for its headquarters set to?
How do you figure out why a base is
Priority.
low on fuel? It says it's not getting any
You're
supplies.
talking about an air base, right?
It's set.
There you go.
That's true. Its headquarters is... Yeah. Oh, the airbase priority is 0. Well, that would do it. Why the fuck is your... Why would you have your fucking support as 0, guys? Come on, what the fuck? That's rookie shit. Okay. I should be able to do that from the units tab, right? Probably. Units... Airbase. Supply priority. Yeah, there's a couple in Italy that are all... Yeah, there's a couple that are like, we have supply port of... Like, oh, dude, don't be 0. Never be 0. Always be 2. Well, that's cool, though. You fuck up your... That is kind of cool. Like, you fuck up your supply stuff and your guys won't get any supplies, which is kind of cool. Like, I can hope you fat finger it like that sometime, because now I've got to... not going to have air...
In France or down in Italy?
Because I fucked up my supply distribution. It's like, oops. Might be...
Oh, it's this one.
Well,
your bases are flying. Your bases in England, I guess. The ones flying in France.
Sicilia. Sister Cecilia. And they said there was a bug with bombing ferries. Like, ferries aren't able to get bombed, and they're working on it. I saw that in one of the posts I found.
Well, I abandoned it.
So it looks like you're not flying into that airfield anymore either.
It's been abandoned.
Looks like you're just flying into the units now. The air system's fun. Like, it's fun to play with every time. We're going to do a little scan here, guys. Let's see. Airfield units, railways. What would be really cool is if I could find... Like, if you could do enough recon to find out where an enemy's depots are and just bomb the shit out of depots. Because then that would actually hinder their ability to get supply if you knew what a big depot was, you know? But I guess I know I could, like, bomb... I know at least Rome. I should be able to bomb Rome and Naples and the big cities and bomb their rail yards, and that would probably do an adequate job as well. Strategic recon? Okay. Bomb City. Did I cause any damage there last time? Okay. Oh, I need a freaking. I need a recon that place. I'm glad it's working because I actually bombed that city, Kazonia, that had a level 3 rail yard. So it looks like that's the only city for, other than Crotone on the right, which is a level 1 rail yard, like that had any rail in the area. So your units that are trying to rail would be using that. So if I was able to damage that, then it would cause some issues. I just want to find out if the rail yard got hit. That's all. That's all. Boom. I want to do like another. I'm going to do another bombing of. Let's see, what's a good. If I was Germany, where would I put my supplies? Probably Rome. What's Rome's air defense? Not sure. It's going hard. Let's bomb Romeo. And bomb some railroads. Make sure I'm doing railroads, yeah. That's 7 railroads there. Oh, then. Just railroads, that's all we need. Oh, and I found where the oboe writing were. They were in different spots on the coast, so they can let me get out.
We'll be waiting for you.
Get accuracy, which is kind of cool. Sorry. Okay. That's done. So 15th is done. Tactical Air Force. What are we going to do now, boys? Ground support. Keep ground supporting, even though you're doing a shitty job at it. Fucking cunts. Ground support for the loss. Why aren't you guys flying?
You probably have enough. I just did, the one time you invaded, I just did ground support because I knew I was going to attack you.
Or I guess you do ground attack and, right? I guess.
Well, the ground support you assign it to.
Well, the ground support's like the game day bomb.
Headquarters.
The ground attack is the other shit. Yeah. The hell was that noise? Oh, did something quit finishing coding? Oh, that last turn finished the coding. Cool. People get to see the dramatic finale of the invasion that got fucking ass raped from hell because the guns didn't fire back. The day that I should label that one the day the guns fell silent. For fuck's sake. That'll be a good theme. The day, yeah, I ended off that episode of being pretty pissed off and like ranting about how I disagree on almost every level
to just being pissed.
2x3 made, but I have to support them because there's not many people that make
I went from
games.
pissed
I was a little bit ranty.
Relieved.
I had to take a chip.
The highs and lows of invasion.
Oh, it's fucking frustrating.
Very stressful time. Can they hold?
Yeah, super frustrating.
I'd give them some medals. They beat the crap out of during the landings. They were heroes.
Well, at least my guys didn't get blown up.
They got a little too overconfident once they landed. Didn't realize counterattack.
They fired all their shells.
Did somebody say that was a bug in the form, guys? Or is that
really? That's that has to be fixed. Whatever that is, fucking.
It's very historical. Very historical.
No,
that
I haven't posted on there. So hopefully Joel or someone will
mention it. For
they have the save when they're looking at it. So hopefully
German counterattacks.
Hey, why didn't the fucking guns fire back?
So.
Yeah. That was like the Germans were scared to death of those fucking 16-inch guns. Like that was what kept the fucking, that was like the lawnmower that kept the grass away from the beach. Like once you get outside the range of that shit, then Germans still have a fair fight.
You have more artillery and units, more artillery, air artillery with the ground support planes.
Decimated.
And then if I'm near the coast, then I have to deal with naval, 6-inch to 15-inch guns pouring. That's your opinion. I'd say it's not going. Going where? I mean, it's still port. It's still a port. Yes.
Looks like it's still. No, I mean it's. Oh my. No, I mean. Well, Messina's port.
It's a port. Is it functioning as a port for supply for me? No.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant by it. Yeah, because it shows us a lot of damage, so that's... Well, and also, the way it's damaged, you wouldn't be able to load up anyway with the damage it suffered. You'd have to leave over the ferry. Yes, I'm calling them ferries. I'm just saying I'm not going to bomb the low priority for the port because it's already fucked. Ferry, high priority. Interdict. They're not going to be moving, so interdiction too much. You find the units, hit the units. Low for low, okay. Go with God, gentlemen. You can do this. Don't fuck it up, please. Get you some more units. We need more level bombers. There we go, 300 aircraft. That's what I'm looking for. I needed some more ground. I felt like there needed to be more aircraft for on-ground attacks, so that's good. And now my coastal air force, you fuckers need to be paying attention to the goddamn Navy around this channel. Like I noticed that it has to be, the water's not contested if I stop doing naval patrol for a while, so I have to keep the naval patrol up. Naval patrol, confirm. Every day no matter what. Yes. And then naval patrol in Naples to block Naples probably too. To interdict your supply location. Okay, the air turn is done. Let's go ahead and make a save. Glad I had that save because that was helpful to do a save every time for these guys. G24 air. So we're done with the air turn, guys. Now we're gonna run the air, and Ara's gonna read us a story, a bedtime story about the magical Germans that could fight off. Basically, what I got into last night for the guys was the how, in your view, the Germans are actually... The movie Superman was based off the Germans, like the scene where the Superman gets shot in the eye with a bullet and just shrugs it off.
Actually, the real heroes of that counterattack was the Ghost Deutschland, which I just brought from the East Front. In exchange for...
the Hitler Youth.
The 9th and 10th SS.
Well, that's actually more reasonable, because they're not like...
Yeah, they were...
They
weren't doing too well. They missed the East Front and their friends that are out there.
Why'd you send SS? Oh, to get their morale up?
Yep, I said the 24th Panzer. Well, that's just the beginning.
Jeez, wow, you actually sent 2 SS
Panzer, the 26th Panzer.
That's better than I have in my
I've sent four
I
Panzer
hoarded the SS.
But I pulled the first SS out 2 turns ago. It's probably just going to go back to the East Front.
how long does it take for you
If
guys
they're
to
with the
refit?
headquarters and they get supplied, they have
divisions
a
out
chance
to
to
refit.
go up to their
And
national
like, how do they get morale
level.
quickly when they're
So
back
yeah,
in
they
Berlin?
can recover. I think it's best to have them in a situation where they're getting the supply that they need.
Oh, so they have to be with the headquarters?
If you put them in a depot and you put them with the headquarters with a supply priority of 3 or 4, they seem to just do fine. And you put them in a refit, it depends on how many things you're refitting, because the more you refit, you disperse your limited number of manpower. And the Panzer Lair has been on refit for 2 turns. It's up to 88% of its TOE, and it got 1,500 troops, 2,000 freight last turn. It's sitting in Berlin now.
That's my favorite Panzer division.
Yeah.
Because playing Crusade in Europe as a kid, like, whenever I'd play as the Germans, and like that was always the Panzer division that would come in and fucking just wreck the
Lair was one. Yeah, you had a lot of good divisions that game, because you had the first SS,
but Panzer Lair was awesome.
The 12th, the 12th was a great one too. It had like 20,000 men when it came in, full strength.
The 12th. Yeah, a lot of them got charged for war crimes because they said they massacred some Canadians, but that didn't really happen. Okay, so
I can live with that.
Airplane turn is done. I lost 900 planes, had 900 damaged. R lost 157 and had 458 damaged. So let's see what we did damage-wise. Yeah, these are pretty reasonable. I lost less than 1,000. So actually, let's look at the data. Like 3 turns ago, I had a really good turn. When I had put everything on grounding. So I'm actually 2 turns ago at 1,000. So I'm trending downwards for planes lost.
How's the fatigue? Are you resting some of your? I had to rest.
You were trending downwards.
Some of my air groups because their fatigues get into the 20s and 30s.
Let's see. What did we? I've set them. Some of them on. I set the 15th or 8th. I set one of them to be rest, but one other trick you can do is you can turn the intensity down from high to low. Like low is a less, it's like 2 or 3 bombing runs over the week instead of like high is like 4, 5.
But that's where the Allies, mediums, because my planes, I don't know what they're going to do. So if you fly over them, I don't rest them.
That's another
way. They're going to go out there, lack of sleep, and then wind up getting shot down.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
To be safe, the ones that are closer towards the coast, where I know they're going to catch your planes on their flight path to either Hamburg or the Ruhr, I put some of those on rest, because their fatigue is just, they're getting 5-6 intercepts or more a turn.
Wow. Looks like for the Ruhr Valley, we got 4 to 6% damage for a couple manpower hexes. Some railroads we damaged a little bit more. Let's see. What did the coastal control just put some naval interdiction around his U-boats? Second RAF tactical was the one that stood down, so it was just resting and taking naps and drinking Chardonnay. The Americans kept the pressure on the U-boat factories. 7% damage on a unit that was already almost damaged. Hit some manpower too. 80% damage on some manpower hexes. Cool. We stayed away from Berlin because Berlin's fucking verboten. Nice. We got Bremerhaven. We've damaged that back up to 60%. Intel says. And let's see. Strategic recon. Cool. Got some pictures. Now to Malta. What did you guys do? Anything? Or did you just... Oh, holy crap, you actually did air superiority of a unit. What did you do? You did air superiority. Oh, they did air superiority. They flew intercept when my guys were bombing you. They lost 4 bombers, but
I've seen it. You bombed several of my guys in Sicily.
That's the first time I've ever seen someone ground bomb
tanks and some guys.
Maybe I've been doing stuff wrong. I don't know.
Just on strafing runs.
Oh, maybe I'll just see. Oh, it looks like yeah, maybe it's. It looks like in Reggio Calabria, I killed 106 people and a couple guns. The bombing one. This side of the fucking bridge, dickhead. Killed 90 people in a unit on this side of on the right side of Messina. Cool. It's cool to see it working. Like I always thought it didn't work. Killed like 100 people. Killed 6 people. Oh, awesome. It's better than nothing, I guess. Let's see. Bomb City. Oh fuck! Did I just goddamn? Did I just close that?
I'm gonna step away for a bit,
blah, blah,
Bill.
blah.
So you can finish up your fun on turn 24.
Goddamn.
Remember, Christmas is coming up in a couple turns, so be kind to my cool. Units in Sicily.
QQ.
Yeah. I don't think they've attacked you once down there. They're just
fucking assholes.
Once again, they're just hanging out, minding their own business.
Punks of death.
Big bad allies come and wanna push me up the coast of Sicily. We've only fired a shot in defense. All right. Well, you will text me. I'll be if I'm back before you send the turn my way, and we can move on to turn 24.
Yeah, I'll text you. Daggone right. Coastal Air Force. Did I actually delete those things? God damn it. Oh. Okay. So R's out of here now. Let's see. Nothing's out of there. Let's see what we did. Okay. Cool. So that felt pretty good. He's retreating. I gave him an offer of give me a regiment or two, but we'll see. We'll see if he wants to. We'll see if I'm still feeling particularly kind once I catch up. See if I can get someone in airfield. I have some transports. Let's get that base square. Let's see if I can find any of my special forces guys. Who might be attached to where's the big daddy guy here? It's the 8th British Army. Special Forces Brigade. Where's it attached? Is it attached to the 8th British Army? Special Services Brigade. Let's convert you to a combat unit. Higher HQs. I'm gonna HQ you up with No, Dingleberry. I'm going to HQ you up to this task force. Because I think it's based on the task force, right? If it's let's read. If it's the Rangers. I think it has to be attached to the HQ. Force. Command of if there's an SS random attached to the amphibious HQ. Yeah. So it has to be the amphibious HQ. I think I'll say it. Some other supplies out here. Let's see, where's. Because we didn't even bother looking back because R was here. So we kept it to ourselves. Third Polish infantry division arrived. Nice. Let's go greet them with hugs and kisses. Oh, my Polish friends. Hello. Oh, Polish and the New Zealand mixed. You both are going to be part of the latest craze called Invasion Mania. And actually, before we do that, let's get. Okay, we've cleared out. Okay, we've cleared all of. We've cleared all of France. No, you do not borrow this map code. You're going to buy French Corps. Another French Corps goes here. Any other ones that aren't supposed to be here? First Canadian Corps, Second US Corps, Second 20th US, 8th Indian, First Polish. I could have sworn there was more that were not so great. First Sea Corps. Where the fuck did the Second US, 8th Indian? We're going to expand all these airfields. All your airfields belong to us. If you don't like it, you can go to hell. This is going to be a big bomb base here. We got this one, Corsica too. Nice. Start updating these bases, son. It's all about that base. About that base. About that base. All about that base. I gotta find something to look forward to because it's been rough going with Ara. But you heard him talking about. Oh, you weren't there, but he's like, well, your cheesy ships blocking me in. I was like, I don't want to fucking hear anything about cheesy anything, mister. I fucking sent every Italian that was going to die that was worth something down here to hold Sicily. and he didn't bring any other Germans. So go suck a fucking egg, brother. Go suck a egg, brother. Elba, the island Elba is where they exiled Napoleon to. Little tiny island in nowhere. I think it was the second time they isolated him. I think the first time was Corsica, or he was just from Corsica. I don't remember, but or I'm not recalling. But the Napoleon books are some of my favorites. They're good reads. Port 2. Port 3. Ha 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 ha. What's the Free French pool even look like right now? Do they have anything? Do they have any, like, soldiers? Like, these guys don't look like they've got any, back Free French. Free French. Wow, they got wrecked. 20,000 they've used already. Got 8,000 left. Yeah, it's going to be brutal for them. Poor guys. But they have a lot more. Like, they're growing out every turn. Like, well, 290. By comparison to the miners, they are the third. Behind... I guess behind United States, Britain, and Poland. They're the fourth most active. And then Canada's at 240. And then Italy's got people in the pool. Oh. So what do I do with these guys? Well, I really want to fit. They're in the depot now. You're in the depot now. Just get you guys. Get you over to them. Okay, I'll get you over to them so you guys can work out your issues there. You guys are going away. I could have sworn there was something on the first CA core. All Canadians, all case of us. So then there's the first CA Army, first CA Corps. First CA Army, first CA Army. Oh, the first CA Army's here. With the first CA Corps. I thought I had. Okay, so back to here. So your core attached to there. Let's see, where does it stand out? The first CA armor's attached to the wrong thing. Then why the fuck is I core over there? Like, why are they even over there? They don't have a unit attached to them. What the fuck are they even doing? That doesn't make sense. Unless they were deleted this one. In which case, hurts my brain that I goofed that up that bad. The minimum for invasions is going to be 4. We're always going to look for 6. And that's a 4. That's a 6. That's a 4. That's a 5. C would be a 4. We've got 3 6s. We've got Tunisia. Keep going. Tunisia, Algiers, and Iran. Which looks like they got some stuff too, so that's good. Where do I some stuff? What else can they? I must have missed something if there's people in there. 50th British. Oh, those are the guys I shipped over. Okay. These are the guys that are all rehabs. They're back up to full spit and polish. It's just the morale's gonna be shot for a while. Well, they can use them guard duty until we get to the point where we've got until we get to the point where we got a second group of folks who second division in southern France is what I'm good at. Okay, let's go there. Ay caramba. Ay caramba. Okay, let's see what we got. You're down to 64 damage. Still a lot of fucking damage, guys. Come on. Special sources. Guns. You guys preppers are 54. What's your morale at? 57. You're like, get wrecked, nerd. Guys are like, do we have to? We really don't want to. We don't want to tangle with them again. We just want to be friends. Something happened, brother. I've got to kill or be killed. This is kill or be killed, brother. This is kill or be killed. Down the two. Okay. Not much we can do here. Like the 29th and 15th. Like that's. And this is 42%. This is 36. Well, we can try holding out a little bit more. Let's see. We're gonna save this just in case it doesn't work right. Just because if there's a bug or something, we're gonna try to fly supply to the troops. Oh goodness! So that reminded me. Let me find the 15th Air Force. Let's find the 15th Air Force. I think they're over here already. 15th Air Force. Perfect. Perfect. These are all going to be. These are all going to be 15th Air Force bases. That's just who I want. It's just who I want running. So I can go all of these spaces now. 15th. Keep it out. Okay, so let's find some of your units. Units. Where are you? No, Glamour too. So let's look at Glamour Shizzle. Most of the LBs are 15th Air Force, right? Oh, except for that one. Poop. Size 2 is already available. Oh, we bombed the hell out of stuff left in the next turn. Oh, so let me make a note for myself to move. Move my shizzles over. Where is others? Right in front of me all the time. Just. LBs to. Okay. Not much I can do here. Unless these guys support them, let's see. Let's get them. So that could be on the big yacht. Okay. Oh, that's right. I wanted to send some freight. But let me quick save again since I'm now, out of the loop, so to speak. Freight. $50 tons of freight, 50 tons, 57, 57. 58, 81, 55. Let's get these guys some as well. Two, 7, 96, 148, 97, 19. Nice. Actually, let's look at. It says ammo 0, 0. Let's see, is there ammo? Oh, there's ammo here. Okay. 500 ammo. We have plenty of ammo. 666%. Nice. Because they got an airdrop, so. Okay, let's hope for ground combat to be successful. Where's my pop-up? Where's my window? They're cut off. They're still putting up this most epic of defense. Nice, so we did a good job with this one, capturing it all by our lonesome. Make sure the railway is repaired. Let's get there, good. Now, why aren't you under the 8th British Army? Not you. Why are you? Oh, yeah, why aren't you under the 8th British Army? Oh, I don't even have any in these coordinates. Let's pull them back for now. Okay. I guess that's all we can do for this turn. Let's see anything that ends this up here. Other than going to other. 56. 56. I'm not what you were before, but yeah, you're. Let me put you with your HQ. Maybe it'll help. Maybe put you with your HQ. So we're setting, and And thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out, watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. See you later, alligator. In a while. Crocodile.